Hey everyone. So I hope you all are doing good. So guys, there are three questions left in CMA final study material related to the decision making. So basically in this lecture, we'll do two questions and in the next lecture, the balance one question we'll do. And with this, the decision making would be completed. Okay, so let's come to the CMA final book. So let's start with illustration number 24. Please wait a minute. Just hold for a minute. So I hope it is visible. So let's come to illustration number 24. It is related to make and buy. So whether we should produce it or we should outsource it. So TTD Limited, the manufacturing a single product has normal working capacity of 8,000 units per annum. Okay, the sale managers projected a sale of 10,000 units for the year 2015-16 at a price of 250 rupee per unit. Okay, so basically next year the sale would be at the rate 250 and 10,000, but our capacity is only 8,000. Okay, so basically what the details are given: sale details, cost of production, so raw material, wages, work overhead, administration overhead, and selling overhead. Okay, and fixed and variable portions are also given. Okay, now in order to increase the production to meet the sale demand, basically we are having the capacity of 8,000 and we require the capacity of 10,000, or we need to sell 10,000. But since we have the capacity of 8,000, what do we do with the balance 2,000? So following options are given. Option one is to subcontract the production of 2,000 units at the rate of 225. The option number two is install the additional machinery, which will entail the following expenditure. So first is the cost of machinery. Okay, now, if I install the machinery and go ahead with the producing, basically the product in home, the recruitment of 10 workers, including direct worker, to operate a machine at the wage rate of 500 each per month. Add 25% toward fringe benefit. None of the existing worker will be utilized for this purpose. Okay, so all those 10 workers we need to hire, we need to pay them, and interest on capital required for the purchase of machinery is 15%. Now, following additional information is given: administration expenditure and selling and distribution expenditure. It is required for the both alternatives. Okay, you are required to calculate statement showing profitability of two methods of increasing the production. Comment upon the choice of one of the proposal. So let's come. So this is illustration number 24. So basically, what the question is saying, that we are having two options. Now we need to choose which option we should go. With which option we should go. Okay. So let's see. So there are two options. First is subcontract. So if new product, if 2,000 units are subcontracted. So this is option number one. That if I subcontract 2,000 units, what would be the scenario in that case? So what would be my sale value? So my sale value would be 10,000 multiplied by 250. So it would be 25 lakh. Other than that, the material cost. So material cost, it is given, it is 12 lakh. Okay. Now, if I subcontract it, then I do not need any kind of material because if I'm subcontracting it, okay. So I just need to purchase it from outside. So it will still be 12 lakh. Now, wages. Wages would be 3 lakh, and work overhead, variable and fixed. So work overhead is 1.4 and variable would be 50%. So I can say 70,000. It would be 70,000. Okay. And administration overhead. Admin overhead is completely fixed. So it would be fully fixed. And what is the value? It is 60,000. Last is selling overhead, which is also variable and fixed. We have two method to do this question. First, like this we are doing. Second, we can do it separate for variable and for fixed. That could also be one method. Okay, so it would be 80% fixed. So 80,000, 20,000. Another, there are two more costs which is given. First is administration expenses. First is admin expenses, and second is mm, yeah, selling expenses. So admin expenses and selling expenses. Admin expenditure, which is 10,000, and selling expenses, which is 20,000. Now let's see whether we have any other cost as well. Now, since for 2,000 units, what I'm doing, I'm subcontracting it. So subcontracting cost would be 2,000 multiplied by 225. You can say 450, 4,50,000. So what will be the profit if outsource or subcontract? So if I outsource or subcontract, what would be my profit? So calculate it. It would be 2,20,000. So basically, if I outsource, my total profit would be 2,20,000. Now come to the second option. If 2,000 units are manufactured in-house, manufactured in-house. So sale would still be 25 lakh. Now other costs, material cost. So material cost would be, now see, material cost is 12 lakh for 8,000. So for 10,000, what would be the material cost? It would be 15 lakh. Now other is direct wages. Now there is something given related to direct wages, that direct wages basically for additional 2000 unit, what is given that we will recruit 10 workers at the rate of 500 each per month. Okay, and 25% would be fringe benefit. So basically, worker cost would be separately added. Okay, so direct wage for 8,000 unit, it would be 3 lakh. And let's calculate for 3,000 sorry, for balance 2,000 units. So for balance 2,000 units, what would it be? So basically, we are given that 500 is the monthly wages. So for yearly wages, how much would be it? We require 10 workers. So calculate it, and 25% would be fringe benefits. So basically, for this, what we needed to do, we needed to add 25%. Okay, so let's calculate. Multiply by 1.25. It would be 75,000. Okay, so this is about the wages. Now, the third thing is work overhead. So work overhead variable. So we have already calculated the 70,000 is the variable overhead. Now this 70,000 is for 8,000 units, correct? So what would be for 10,000 units? Calculate. Uh, it would be 87,500. What would be fixed? Fixed would be 70,000, which is given to us. Admin overhead, it is given, it is completely fixed, so 60,000. It is 60,000. Another one is selling overhead. Fixed. So fixed selling overhead would be 80,000. Variable would be 20,000 divided by 8,000 multiplied by 10,000. So it would be 25,000. Correct. Now see what other costs are there. We have already written all the cost other than 2,000 unit cost. So basically, we have calculated that we have for 2,000 units, we have already written that there would be certain other costs as well. We have written, just a second. Yes. So we have taken the worker cost, but there would be machinery cost as well. So what would be the machinery cost? Let's see what is given in the book. So before machinery cost, let's write the other cost which is pending in the which we can simply write. So it is administration cost, admin and selling and distribution. Admin cost, which is 10,000. Selling cost, 20,000. Okay, and now we are left with the other cost, which is basically the cost of machinery. Now let's see what to do with the cost of machinery. So what is given related to machinery? So basically, if you purchase the machinery, there would be 15% interest which would be charged. So first cost would be the interest cost pertaining to machinery. So how much would be the interest cost? So guys, interest cost would be what is basically the cost of machinery. So let's see, interest cost. So basically 2 lakh multiply by 15%, or you can say 30,000. Easy. Now one cost would be depreciation cost. Now just think why we have taken the depreciation cost, because I have told you that depreciation cost used to be sunk cost and we do not take it usually. So why we have taken the depreciation cost? Guys, just see that this depreciation cost is specifically occurring due to our project. Since I am taking the project, that's why this cost is occurring. If I do not take the project, then this cost will not occur. Since this cost is specifically occurring due to the project, that's why it is not sunk cost, it is relevant cost. So we have taken all the cost. Now calculate the profit. So so it would be 2,32,500. 2,32,500. So the profit, if we outsource, is 2,20,000, and profit if we make it on our own, it would be 232,500. Since we are getting more profit in manufacturing product in-house, so better option would be to produce it rather than outsource. This is the answer. So I hope you got this solution. This was not really tough question, but yes, since we have selected this question for to be done in the class, so we have completed it in the class. Now let's come to the next question. So I have given 25 as homework, 26 would be homework, 27 homework, 28 homework, 29 as well, 30 as well, 31 as well, 32 as well, 33. So let's come to 33. Hold a second. So see, so a machine which is originally cost. Okay, so this is related to relevant cost. A machine which is originally cost 12,000 has an estimate life of 10 years and it is depreciated at a rate of 1,200 per year. Okay, it has been unused for some time. However, as expected, production order did not materialize. Okay, so basically we have a machinery which is unutilized since last few times. Okay, special order has been received which would require to use the machinery for 2 months. Okay, current net realizable value of machinery is 8,000. If it is used for the job, the value is expected to fall to 7,500. So current net realizable value of machinery is 8,000. If I use it, it would become 7,500. The net book value of the machinery is 8,400, which is completely irrelevant for me because we just take the material cost, relevant cost. Book cost can never be the relevant cost. Now, routine maintenance of the machine currently is 40 rupees per month. And with use, if I use it for the product, for the project, the cost of maintenance would be 60. It would increase to 60 per month. Okay. What would be the relevant cost of using the machinery for order so that it can be charged as minimum price per order? So let's see. So this is the minimum pricing, which can also be set the relevant cost. Relate. So easy one, very easy. Since we have done big questions, it is just peanuts. So illustration 33, part A, relevant cost of machinery. Now see for how many times we are going to use the machinery. Machinery would be used for 2 months. Okay. So relevant fixed cost. Guys, see, if I do not use the machinery, I sell the machinery today, the relevant cost is 8,000. If I use the machinery and sale after 2 months, the relevant cost is, I can say the resale cost is 7,500. If I resell it today, it is 8,000. If I resell it after 2 months after using for the product, it would become 7,500. So basically the relevant cost of machinery, the resale price of machinery is reduced by 500 rupees only. The relevant cost of machinery is it's reduced by 500 rupees only. So relevant cost would be 500. 8,000 minus 7,500, it will become 500. Now relevant variable cost. Guys, see what is given to us. The thing given is that the machinery is in store. We do not use the machinery. If we do not use the machinery, the variable cost which we need to pay, I can say repair maintenance cost which we need to pay for the machinery is 40 rupees. If I use it, the relevant cost will become 60. The variable cost, I can say repair maintenance cost, will become 60 for next 2 months. Now see, 40 rupees I'm already paying. If I do not use it for the project, then also I need to pay 40. But since I'm using it for the project, I need to pay 60, means 20 rupees extra, only 20 rupees extra. So relevant cost, what would be relevant cost? Relevant cost would be 60 minus 40, or you can say 20 multiplied by 2, so 40. So relevant cost of machine, it would be 540 rupee. Answer. Easy, very easy. Let's come to the part 2. So X Limited has been approached by a customer who would like a special job to be done for him and willing to pay 22,000 for this. The job would require the following material: A, B, C, D. Okay, the following quantity, book value, resale value, and replacement costs are given. Material B is used regularly by X Limited, and if stock were required for the job, they would need to be replaced to meet the production demand. Okay. Material C and D are in stock as a result of previous excessive purchase, and they have a restricted use. No other use can be found of material C, but material D is used in another job as a substitute of for 300 units of the material, which is currently cost 5 rupee per unit. Okay. So basically relevant cost, it is asking relevant cost other than the material cost. The other cost than the material cost is 550. So let's see. It's also very, very simple. Relevant cost. uh, for the project. Now, relevant cost of material A. So what is the relevant cost of material A? What is given related to it? It is saying that nothing is given. Basically, related to A, nothing is given. Okay. Okay. Only replacement cost is given. Total units required. Basically, we do not have it in stock, and the replacement cost. Basically, the purchase cost from market is 6 rupees. So 1000 multiplied by 6, it would be 6000. Simple. Now, relevant cost of material B. What is given related to B? See, B is regularly used, and if I use it for the job, I need to replace it. So basically, B is B we use regularly for the project. We use B regularly for the project. Okay. It means if I take it from my unit, basically 600 units are already available in stock. But if I take it from those 600 for the another project, I need to buy it from outside. So what to do? Like if I use it, whatever available in my material, I need to buy it. I still need to buy it but because what? Because of some other project. Okay, because it is also used for some other project. So basically, if I have already told you guys at the very beginning, just apply your mind that what you will do, the best case scenario. So basically, since it is regularly used, so what I'll do, I'll simply buy it from outside since it is regularly used. Because if I use whatever available in my material, still I need to purchase it. Still I need to purchase it. So better would be to buy it from outside for the current material. So it would be 1000 multiplied by 5, or I can say 5000. Now, relevant cost of C. What is given regarding C? So basically, C is in stock. It has no use. So basically, since C is of no use, what would be the relevant cost of C? Since it is of no use, we can simply use the 700 rupees, 700 units of C, which is available in my stock. Okay. Now, what best you are losing if you use the C 700 units for the project? If you use 700 units of C for the project, you could somewhere get 2.5 rupee by reselling it. If you use C, you can you know if you use C, you can somewhere get somewhere you are losing 2.5 rupees. What 2.5 rupees? Basically, for 700 rupees, what was your alternative use? Alternative use was to resell it and get 2.5. Now since you are using it for the project, what would be the relevant cost? Relevant cost would be, just a second, just a second. Sorry, there was a call. So for C, basically for 700 units, I was saying that 700 units, what was the alternative use? Alternative use was to resell it. So for 700, I could earn 2.5, and for balance 300, what I can do, I can replace it. I can buy it from the market. So for balance 300, it would be uh, 1750. Now for D, for D, what is given that material D could be used in another project as a substitute of 300 units of material, which is currently cost 5 rupees. So basically, another use of C is given. If I use that 200 units, I could not, I need to buy it for the other project from outside. So basically, the relevant cost would be 300 multiplied by 5, or I can say 1500. And other costs are given. Other cost is 550. So total relevant cost, it is 6, 5, 11, 11, 1, 12, 13, 14. Just a second. 11 plus 1750 plus 1200 plus 1500 plus 550. It is 16,000. So my total relevant cost is 16,000. Now what I am getting sale value is 22,000. Now since the sale value is 22,000 and my relevant cost is 16,000, means my profit would be 6,000. Now since I'm getting a profit out of the project, what would be the best option? The best option would be to accept the project. So it is very simple. We have done it. Now one question is left, which we'll do in the next class. So this is all for this lecture. Have a very nice day. Bye-bye.